Hi, this is Reverend Scrapping Mania, and today I'm going to create another drawing in my art journal. I still want to be playing with some more of these portfolios, so I want to play with the portfolios, and I also want to play with my gel crayons. So I just want to kind of get a little more experience using these, and just trying to use some of my products more. Because, you know, we buy a lot of stuff, and sometimes I'm always using my watercolors lately, and I haven't even touched these, so I need to kind of play more with them and kind of perfect some of my techniques. So what I want to do is I just want to draw something in here, and I think I want a teacup with a rose might work nicely in here. So I'm trying out a new camera. I have a new laptop, so I'm using the laptop to record from Camtasia. We'll see how that works. I've been working with the Mac forever, so I use iMovie, and I love iMovie because it's very simple to use. But my husband was saying that this may be a little better, so I'm going to try it out and see if I like it. I can see you on the screen, and that's what I like about it. So let's see how it comes out. So I'm using just a graphite, dark wash graphite. Hopefully it will work for this technique. And I'm using a reference photo from the web, just any reference photo from a web. That is a little teacup, focusing more on the shape, each individual shape. So hopefully it comes out. I have a gesso surface that I went ahead and prepped my page. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video, and I hope you like this angle and this new camera and also my painting. So I'm drawing my teacup, and I'm using my reference photo. And to draw, you really don't need to know how to draw, you just got to concentrate on shape. So what I was doing, I was concentrating on each of the little quadrants of my shape to try to get it just right. The cup, when I first did the cup, it was a little too small, so I'm going to erase the whole thing and created a bigger cup, because when I create my rose, it just looked out of proportion. I had a small little, actually a large row with a small little cup, and it did not look in proportion with the whole thing. So I erased the whole cup and I start again. And that's one of the benefits of using gesso, because the pen work or the pencil work does not seep into the page, and it's easy to erase. So here I am doing it again, and then erasing any extra lines that I created. And now what I'm doing right here is actually going over it with some white Portfolio oil pastels. The reason why I went over with the white Portfolio pastels is because I wanted the colors to blend. And I thought that by giving a white surface and giving that slick medium, you know, the oil pastel, then my colors will blend a lot nicer. And it actually did. It really, look how nice it's actually blending in the background. I really love using the white oil pastel, and because it works so well, I decided to just put the white oil pastel on all the images, and then go over it with the different colors, just because it really blended pretty nicely. Here I'm trying to use some water because I wanted to didn't want the background, the edges to be so strong, and I wanted the background to have a distinct edge of the table, so you can really see where the edge of the table ends and where the background or the wall begins. So I wanted to do that, but not have harsh lines. So I wanted to use water. The water wasn't working as well here, because of the gesso surface. It just was removing all the oil pastel when I hit it with water. So I'm just continue on using my fingers to blend things, And then here I use two colors, one red and pink, and just blending the colors, and then I'm putting some more white oil pastel on the rose to help with that blending. One of the things I noticed when I was doing this is my hands were getting very dirty, and when I picked a new color, the old color was smudging on top of the new color. So you really need to clean your fingers in between when you are smudging the colors. Another product that I used was a little paper stump, and actually it's not really a paper stump. That little paper stump that you see me using there, I got it at Michael's, and the tips change, and they're made actually out of foam, and they're very to a point. It's very pointy, so you really could get in the nice close edges with that stump and smear your oil pastel or whatever you need to blend. So I wanted to really make the coffee cup pop, and that's why I wanted to put some blue in the background. And then I'm smudging some more of that blue so that way it blends, so it doesn't, you don't see a really harsh edge. So now, because I wanted to make sure that you can really see the flowers and the rose and the teacup, I decided to go over it with some India ink. And India ink and having like a fountain pen works very well for mixed media, because as you can see here, this, if I used a marker, it would not work because it's just so slick with the oil pastel. And even now I'm gonna have to, once it dries, I'm gonna really have to go over it with a varnish, because it actually was moving more as soon as I touch it. But when you use India ink, it really works nicely. As you can see here, I'm really having a good time being able to write on here. So I'm done with this page, and I do like how it came out. These oil pastels are okay. I do like better to smudge them on the gesso surface. I may try to use watercolor paper and see how that works for my next art journal. But other than that, I do like how it came out. So I hope you like this video, and thank you for watching. Bye now.